I'm Leah. 36 years old, corporate drone by day, exhausted mom by night, the woman who used to smile politely when coworkers called her Supermom like it was some kind of medal. I wore that nickname like a crown for years. This is the story of how that crown got ripped off my head, thrown in the mud, stomped on, set on fire, and how my 11-year-old son took the ashes and built a throne so tall the whole world had to look up. Let's go back to the very beginning, because even the worst betrayals start with a cute little love story people like to romanticize. I met Alex when we were 22, broke college kids sharing one hot plate and stealing Wi-Fi from the Starbucks across the street. He had that dangerous kind of charm, the type that makes smart girls dumb. Dark hair, crooked smile, always had a story, always had an excuse, always had tomorrow's plan that never quite showed up. I thought I could fix him. I thought love plus hard work plus time would turn him into the man he kept promising he'd become next year. Classic trap. Classic mistake. Fast forward 14 years. 7 jobs he got fired from, 6 apartments we got evicted from, 1 emergency room visit because he forgot to pay the electric bill in January, and 1 perfect, terrifying, genius little boy named Noah who came out of me looking like an alien because his brain was too big for a normal childhood. Noah never crawled, he just stood up one day and walked to the bookshelf. At 3 he was reading my college textbooks for fun. At 5 he corrected the pediatrician's math on his growth chart. At 7 he filed my taxes on TurboTax and found a $4,872 refund the CPA missed. At 9 he built a Minecraft server that pulled in $1,200 a month in donations from strangers who thought a child running a professional server was cute. At 10 he sat me down, opened Excel, and showed me a compound interest graph titled, "Why Dad Will Always Be Broke." I laughed until I cried that day. I shouldn't have. 2024 was supposed to be our year. Alex had, for the first time in his adult life, kept the same warehouse job for 33 straight months. A personal record. He even got a little nameplate on his locker. So when he came home one Friday night with glossy eyes and a camper brochure the size of a phone book, talking about, one big family adventure we'll tell our grandkids about, I let my guard down. $38,000 off-road monster. Fully loaded. Solar panels, rooftop tent, outdoor shower, the works. His credit score was 420. Literally. So every single document went in my name only. Title, loan, insurance, all of it. I told myself, 1 reckless purchase. 1 happy memory. We deserved it. I signed. Delivery day. Tuesday, 10:47 a.m. I'm trapped in a budget meeting that smells like burnt coffee and desperation when my phone vibrates once on silent. 1 new email. From Alex. Subject line, nothing. Body. Sorry babe. Taking the camper. Met someone. She's 26, no kid, no baggage, no stretch marks. Keep paying the loan like a good girl. Don't blow up my phone. Starting fresh tonight. Bye. Attachment, 1 photo. Him grinning in the driver's seat, camper keys dangling from his finger, middle finger to the camera like a cherry on top. I read it 6 times before my brain accepted the words were real. I excuse myself, lock myself in the handicapped bathroom stall, and call him with hands shaking so hard I drop the phone twice. He picks up on the 3rd try, laughing like he just heard the best joke of his life. Yeah, Leah, it's done. Her name's Sophie. Tinder. We've been talking 3 months. She gets me. You never did. Don't embarrass yourself trying to stop me, okay babe? Click. Number already blocked. Instagram deactivated. Facebook gone. Snapchat deleted. Total digital ghost in under 4 minutes. I drive home on autopilot, knuckles white on the steering wheel. Garage door rolls up to reveal, nothing. Just fresh oil stains and an empty spot that looks like a missing tooth. On the workbench, 1 neat stack of divorce papers already signed by him, yellow posted on top. Sign and mail when you're done crying. Saves us both time. THX. I open the banking app with one thumb. College fund. The $23,000 we bled years to save for Noah's future. Balance, $47.12. He drained it at 4:07 p.m., the exact minute the camper's built-in GPS shows it crossed the state line. I slide down the fridge door and scream into a dish towel until I throw up bile in the kitchen sink. Noah walks in at exactly 7:03 p.m. Hoodie up, face blank, holding a glass of water he clearly got for me before I even knew I needed it. Mom, your left eye is twitching 21 times per minute. That's a new record. Heart rate 128 BPM. Cortisol probably off the charts. Also, Dad's been gone 29 days, 14 hours, 47 minutes, and 38 seconds since the garage door closed behind the camper. Want me to fix this? I laugh so hard I snort snot onto my shirt. Baby, you're 11 years old. He sets the water down, looks me dead in the eyes, no blink, no emotion. Exactly. Old enough. The next 4 weeks are pure survival. Final notices in red ink. Debt collectors calling my work line. My boss putting me on a performance improvement plan because I'm a walking corpse. I stop eating. I stop sleeping. My body starts eating itself from the inside. One morning I collapse in the office bathroom. Blood in the toilet like a horror movie. Diagnosis: stress-induced ulcerative colitis flare so violent they will me straight into emergency surgery. I wake up in ICU with tubes in my arms, nose, and places I don't want to talk about, morphine making the ceiling breathe. Noah is in the corner on the visitor computer, hoodie up, typing faster than the nurses can chart. I croak through the oxygen mask, buddy, what are you doing? He doesn't look up. Working. Here's the list of what he did while I was unconscious. I found out piece by piece over the next months. Used my iCloud to restore Alex's phone from a 6-month-old backup I never deleted, logged into the camper manufacturer portal with my credentials and turned on live GPS tracking, scraped Sophie's entire digital footprint, Tinder screenshots, Venmo history, her public TikTok, her mom's church lady Facebook, her dad's LinkedIn, everything. Built 17 fake Instagram and Facebook accounts pretending to be her concerned college friends. Used a $19 deepfake app to create 3 short videos, Alex doing lines off the camper dashboard, Sophie crying over positive pregnancy tests in a gas station sink, Alex yelling slurs at a waitress, time-stamped perfectly, seeded the videos into every campground Facebook group, overlanding moms, van life confessions, and local, are we dating the same guy, pages within 300 miles. Sent Sophie's ultra-conservative, megachurch parents a Google Maps pin drop of the camper's exact location with the message, your daughter is 6 months pregnant and living in sin with a married man. She begged me not to tell you. Please come save her. Called the non-emergency state police line from a TextNow burner and reported a stolen $38,000 vehicle with exact plate, location, and credible reports of narcotics activity inside. Hacked Alex's work email through a forgotten password reset and set an auto-forward rule so every new email went straight to HR with the subject changed to forward, I'm quitting to sell drugs. And just for fun, scheduled a $500 Venmo payment from Alex's linked account to an account named Homewrecker Sophie, with the memo, Week 3 rent plus Plan B. I'm still hooked to 8 different machines when Noah finally closes the laptop, walks over, and says the sentence that still echoes in my nightmares and my proudest dreams. I know where Dad is. I know who she is. I know what she's hiding. I know how much is in their checking account right now. I know her blood type. And I know exactly how we're getting every single penny back, plus interest. I'm flying on dilaudid, half laughing, half terrified. Noah, we are not calling the cartel. He leans in so close I can feel his breath, tiny smirk, voice barely a whisper. Mom. The cartel would have been slower. And way more expensive. 5 days later I'm discharged looking like a skeleton in yoga pants. We take an Uber 41 minutes out to Pine Ridge Campground. The place is lit up like a crime scene, 6 state police cruisers, floodlights, K9 unit, the whole circus. Alex is cuffed to a picnic table, shirt soaked in sweat, begging the deputy for one phone call he's never going to get. Sophie is pacing next to the camper in Daisy Dukes and a crop top that is doing her exactly zero favors right now. I step out of the Uber still wearing the hospital bracelet and paper gown under my jacket because every other piece of clothing I own is in boxes Alex never bothered to pack. I walk straight to the officer in charge, smile sweet as cyanide. "Good evening, sir. That's my camper. Title, loan, registration, all in my name only. Happy to press every charge you've got on the books." Then I turn to Alex and wave like we're at a high school reunion. "Hey babe, miss me?" Alex starts screaming loud enough for the raccoons to hear. "Leah, tell them it's not stolen. Tell them we're still married." I tilt my head, give him the same smile I used on our wedding day. "Bro, the divorce papers you so thoughtfully left on the workbench say otherwise. Also, I filed the police report 4 hours ago. You're driving a vehicle registered to a woman who wants you in prison. That's grand theft auto, felony, minimum 5 years. Enjoy the orange jumpsuit, king." Noah steps out of the Uber like a tiny grim reaper in a hoodie, hands in pockets, zero expression. He doesn't raise his voice once. "Hey Sophie. Your parents just pulled up. Black Suburban. License plate ends in 777. I invited them for the gender reveal." Sophie's soul exits her body through her mouth. 2 seconds later, doors slam so hard the camper shakes. Sophie's mom starts screaming in Korean the moment she sees the very obvious, very pregnant belly under the crop top. Her dad is already on his knees speaking in tongues and crying. Sophie is hysterical. "How did you call my parents?" Noah shrugs like he's ordering pizza. "You left your phone on Dad's desk Christmas Eve when you were dropping off paperwork. I grabbed contacts then." "Oh, and Dad?" He turns to Alex, voice colder than the November air. "She's 6 months pregnant. You two matched on Tinder March 19th. That's 4 months ago. Quick biology check, whose kid is it, bro?" Alex makes a noise like a balloon losing air. Sophie screams, "It's not his," while her mom slaps her across the face so hard the crack echoes through the trees. The cops are trying not to laugh while writing everything down like it's the season finale of their favorite show. Some lady from Site 14 is live streaming the entire meltdown. It hits 2 million views before we even get back in the Uber. Court day was the best day of my life. The judge was a woman who looked like she'd heard every excuse in the book and brought a flamethrower for the ones she hadn't. She saw the middle finger selfie, the "keep paying like a good girl" email, the drained college fund, the forged insurance docs, the deepfake videos that were now evidence because Alex actually did do half the stuff in them anyway. She looked at Alex like he was something she scraped off her shoe and said, "Sir, you are a walking felony. Take the plea or I'll make sure you never see daylight again." He took the plea with tears in his eyes. Final score, read it and weep. Camper sold the next week for $42,000 cash. Loan dead and buried. Alex got 7 years probation, immediate $23,000 restitution, permanent 68% wage garnishment. My cousin bought the warehouse he works at through an LLC I'm a silent partner in. He clocks in every morning, sees my last name on the building, and knows exactly where most of his check is going. Until Noah is 25. Sophie's parents dragged her home, cut her off completely. Real baby daddy is a married orthodontist from Denver who already hired the most expensive lawyer in Colorado. She's folding laundry at her dad's dry cleaners for $14 an hour and no phone privileges. 18 months later. Brand new apartment downtown, floor-to-ceiling windows, sunlight pouring in like liquid gold. Me and Noah on the couch eating chocolate fudge ice cream straight from the tub like savage animals. Noah licks his spoon, looks at me completely deadpan. Reddit kept saying revenge is empty. That it eats you alive. That we'd feel nothing in the end. I laugh so hard ice cream comes out my nose. They were dead wrong. He raises his spoon